standards, and I've got my long chain run out the back so that way I can pull the standards out from under the log pile when they fall off. I've got everything ready. I've got the binder chains off. It's ready to dump. Now come over to this side and I'll show you the lock. Right here's the lock. And you have to slip it up. Take that piece out. And then when you're ready, you pull that handle up and it releases it on that side. And it'll dump. Go around to the other side, Marcy, but stay out of the way. Stay up toward the front of the truck. Come here. Ideally, this is kind of what you want to happen because it's easier to get you stand pipes out from under the log pile before the rest of them come off. But here's the deal. You don't want to get nowhere. Them logs can come off at any point at any time. So you don't want to get up there where them logs are rolling off. Yesterday we offloaded a few, pulled up, offloaded the rest. We'll do the same thing right here. Come over here a little closer. You'll be fine right there behind that log. They're stuck on there for right now. We ain't got no loader. We ain't got no loader operator. We ain't even got a tree to hook up to snatch them off. So, I come up with an idea that works pretty good for me. And you come right here, you can see it. Remember that swamp hook I told y'all about? All right. Now, y'all, I would have loved to have gotten y'all a close-up shot of what I've got going on here with this come along and swamp hook, but I didn't want to subject Marcy to getting up that close and possibly getting hurt. You know, me, I can get out of the way because I know what to do and how to go, but I just didn't want to get her too close. So hopefully y'all can make out what we're doing here. Now, y'all, what I wanted to show you was that whenever you get some logs that hung up like I've got them now, or if you get a big log on there that's got some swell in the butt and you can't roll it with your peavy, and that will happen, you can use this swamp hook and come along here like I'm doing, and you can get them rolled off or scooch them over, whatever you need to do. closer to the edge. I never said it was easy, y'all. I just said you could do it. Now, normally right here, I would just roll these logs out of my way instead of moving the truck up. But since it's got my peavy hung, I got to move the truck first to get my peavy out. Now, y'all, every time you dump a load, it's a different scenario almost every time. Sometimes you'll dump them and half the logs will come off all at one time, and then you'll have to use the chains in the log truck, you know, to pull the standards out from under the pile, and it's a lot easier and quicker to get things off. And then other times it'll be like this, where only one or two comes off, and then you got to do a lot of PV work. Either way, though, it's dangerous. You got to be careful and, you know, take your time and make sure you're safe. Now at this point, I am walking in the middle of the truck right there, or the middle of the logs, I guess you could say. But probably what y'all can't see from the video is that the truck is kind of leaning over toward the driver's side right now because most of the weight is on that side. So I've kind of got to roll them uphill just a little bit. Now, one thing you can do to combat this is cut like a 6x6 or an 8x8 short piece of wood, and then drive your log truck up on it on the left side, and that'll kind of tilt the truck over. That helps for getting the logs off, but in this case it ain't a big deal. But the main thing is, when you're rolling these logs off like I'm doing now, is staying out of the way when they come off. Make sure you're in a position to where you can get toward the front when it comes on off. And like there, how I rolled that log back out of the way, it just keeps from having to pull the log truck up, you know, more times getting in and out of the log truck, because you get, you know, roll the logs on over out of the way and you got more room to roll another one off, if that makes any sense. I don't know if y'all noticed it or not. You notice how I walked it off? Roll and turn, move out the way, roll and turn, move out the way. It's because I wanted to get out from in between them beams. I wanted to have enough room where I could get out the way if it started coming off. say there ain't nothing to it, but I'd be lying to you. This is work. Now I could have had this thing off here if I'd have had a loader. I'd have done been halfway back to the woods by now. But there's nobody here. The mill ain't open, you know. Me being part-time, I go to the mill a lot when it ain't open. In fact, I don't know if I've even seen anybody here the times that I've been here, because the mill closes early. So, you know, this is just what we have to deal with. It's dangerous, but it can be more dangerous depending on how you make it. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to show y'all, you know, this swamp hook deal and the come along. You can, you know, you're going to get something that's going to get wedged and you can't get them off with a PV. You can use come along in the swamp hook and it'll break it loose enough where you can roll it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, y'all. And I hope y'all have a good day. See you.